He's checking. He's going to check it. Yeah, he's going to check it. Hopefully. And he's coming back already. Check 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Anything. Anything. Audio check. 1, 2.
240, 237, 236.
ELCO Octorara from Octorara High School in Ackland, Pennsylvania. Bruce Badgley, can you hear me? Okay. Okay.
At forward, the senior, number 33, Asher Kemble. And at forward, the sophomore,
you want him to?
number 40, Brennan
No.
Bohannon.
You want him.
The Raiders are coached by Mr. Brad Connors.
And welcome to Octorara High School for another LL Hoops production here. Tonight, a Section 4 matchup. It is the top team in Section 4. ELCO at 6-3 overall, 3-1 in the league, taking on the host Octorara at 1-3 in the league and 4-5 overall. Eric Thomas and Warren Goodley with you. Coach, important game here. Obviously, ELCO's got a lot of momentum right now. They're trying to stay in first place in the section. Octorara's had kind of an up-and-down season. They're trying to find their way, but this is an important matchup as we almost hit the midway point of the season.
Yeah, Octorara really needs to try to find a way to win this game to stay in contention for the section championship and also for the league playoffs. So if they drop this game, then they're going to really be behind the 8 ball.
Starting lineups real quick for ELCO. They come in coached by Brad Connors. They'll start a backcourt of Bryce Coletti, Ben Horst, Evan Huey, and then the front court of Asher Kemble and Brendan Bohannon. For Octorara, Leon Brown, Keith Lambert, Matt Keating, Alex Lance, and Najee Hamilton will get the start for Octorara here tonight. Closing in on the midway point of the season.
Getting into the section play where we get the head-to-head of the contenders in the section. So a lot's going to shake out here in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, it really is. We'll go over all that at halftime tonight. Talk about some of the upcoming matchups in the section as it's Kemble and Hamilton. Tip is controlled by Octorara. Leon Brown averaging 3 points a game. Alex Lance, and first turnover of the night, knocked right back into the hands of Octorara. Far corner, it's Lambert. Short on the 3, right there to pick it up and use the window. Put it back up and in as Matt Keating. Octorara jumps out 2-0.
All right, both teams starting out in a man-to-man.
Huey. This is Coletti. Coletti, one of the leading scorers on ELCO. Almost 11 a game. Goes to his right, knocked out of there by Hamilton. Kemble's right there to put up the loose change, and we're tied at 2. Now, you mentioned straight man defense there. Quick guards. We've seen the quick guards early on by Octorara as Lance's wide shot controlled now by ELCO. Bohannon.
ELCO playing with like a 2-guard front in their man offense.
Huey, nice take. Knocked out of there again by Hamilton. Octorara's going to come away with it.
He's got 2 blocks already.
Good matchup inside with him and Kemble. That's a battle we'll watch all night long.
That's on this end. On the other end, they're not he's not guarding. They're not guarding each other at the other end.
jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to favor ELCO here as we got 6:29 to go in the first. Talk to me a little bit about that. Why not match each other up defensively? Why would a coach go away from that matchup on the other end?
You know, it's funny because sometimes they look at another player on their team being a better post defender, and maybe they like him coming from the weak side to block shots too.
Bohannon, his pass thrown out of there. Tried to find Horst over there and could not. That'll be another turnover for ELCO here as we got 6:13 to go in the first.
My guess is at some point they're going to guard each other at both ends. I think that's what will eventually happen.
Very similar stature, size,
absolutely,
wingspan.
They're both like underclassmen.
It's almost like looking in a mirror when you watch those two go at it here on this side. Good denial that time by Kemble, knocked into the hands of Coletti. Coletti, no look pass off the window, no good. Kemble can't put it back, and Hamilton picks up the rebound. They're going to run the floor. Hamilton off the window, no, but he's fouled. And that'll send Hamilton in line to shoot a pair with 5:42 to go in the quarter.
He did a real nice job of showing his speed in the open court there. And he definitely got right to the rim.
Just a 42% free throw shooter on the season, though.
Well, that's when you have to start making 200 a week in practice, getting those reps up. Because that touch looked really nice that time.
Hamilton will have one more. Averages 13.1 a game. Second one good as well. Good stroke on that one, too.
That release was awesome. So it's probably just getting there and get used to getting there and getting some confidence.
Bohannon, they whip it around the dial here is Coletti.
Yeah, ELCO's running.
Lance now.
They doubled the post. Inside out shot.
And wide open.
Three ball.
It's Lance knocking it down, and it's 11-4. Octorara here with 3:01 to go in the first.
And that was an automatic double down on Hamilton, and he kicked it back out for the three. Best way to get the three is the inside out.
Yes, gun-shy as Octorara might be shooting the three as Coletti penetrates and hits. We will not see that from ELCO tonight. They're willing to shoot the three a lot more than what Octorara will be.
They'll get the three on penetration, a pitch, and one more extra pass. They'll get it.
And now we've seen three different guys for Octorara handle the ball as well. Lance again finds Brown. Jumper by Hamilton on the way, just off the mark. Rebound to Hurst, and ELCO with 2:15 to go in the first. Coletti out to Kemble, thought about the three, pulls it back. Jumper is good for Kemble. He's got 4, and it's 11-8.
Really nice triple threat move. He ball faked, took a couple dribbles, and then pulled up. That's the medium jump shot. You don't see that a lot sometimes in high school players, but that was a really good move.
Great defense by Coletti. They work it around and get the open jumper that time for Lambert.
Lambert likes that corner down there. He just waits for the penetration, and then they found him.
Coletti hands it off to Huey. Down to 90 seconds to go in the first. Kemble again. Back to Huey. Three-pointer on the way. And hit. Yeah, it's tight quarters here on the sidelines and sort of on the baseline, but then we have a little wider space here. We're actually sitting behind the ELCO bench here tonight, and they pulled the bleachers back, so they're not out the whole way, as Martinez can't connect on that first one. But it is a very, very tight court just by the look of it when you're out there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Don't see that a lot where we're based out of. Lancaster, Lebanon, a lot of the Mid-Penn gyms, you know, Trinity and Mid-Penn has a tight gym, but a lot of the gyms are more wide open.
Yeah, some of you know, a lot of the newer gyms are more wide open.
Brandon Bohannon's going to come out, and Hurst is back in for ELCO.
You know, this gym, it's a great home court advantage for Octorara, I think, for teams coming in here the first time.
Martinez.
They get the fans fired up over there.
Martinez no good on both. Hamilton the rebound. Under a minute to go now in the first. Lambert. Good drive. Tough shot in traffic, and Lambert gets it to roll home. He's got 6.
Really nice floater. Under control.
Forced fouled by Hamilton.
There's one you have to try to avoid.
That's just the second team foul on the Braves. Non-shooting, so ELCO will inbound with 40 seconds to go. Good fake by Martinez. I thought better of challenging Hamilton wide open. It's Hurst, no good. And the rebound control by the Braves.
See if the Braves get the last shot here.
Now Brian James
going to
go
layup.
all the way to the rack on the reverse layup, and it's good.
Brian James with a nice reverse layup.
17-8. Jordan Fernandez lobs it inside. Horst kick back out from Martinez. They're unable to get a shot off there. And Octorara will take a 17-8 lead after 1. Good flow there that time by Octorara that quarter. They got off to a nice. ELCO able to battle back a little bit there late in that quarter, but Octorara in control here. Tonight's game is sponsored by Scott Lucas, Horace Mann Insurance, Holler Enterprises, Spooky Nook Basketball, the LL Coaches Association, Dan Taylor Family Law, H&L Team Sales, Steve Lewis Nationwide Insurance, Apex Advertising, Custom Swag, and also a thank you to the Octorara. We're closer to Delaware than what it seems like we are at Pennsylvania here today.
Yeah, there you go, in the LL League. But Coach Gene Lambert from Octorara, he's been a familiar face to the coaches in the LL League for many, many years, running his off-season programs down here, bringing his group up to Lancaster in the off-season, playing teams in tournaments, and just a really good guy. And he's at home here in the LL League. You
like the addition of Octorara to the league? You think it was a good addition?
Well, it's personal for me because I know Gene, and I think it's a great move for having him in the league, so yes.
Yeah, it's definitely a hike to get down here. There's no question about that. You start seeing signs for this in Pennsylvania, you're like, where am I?
Yeah, exactly.
Hand off to Brandon, jumper from the elbow, off the back of the iron, and Kemble's there to pull down the board.
Well, that's his second one. And he played at 3 opportunities there. 2 of them he didn't foul. The third opportunity he fouled. And then he had that one in the first quarter with 40 seconds to go on the perimeter, and now he has 2 fouls.
Kemble knocks down the second.
He didn't start the game guarding Kendall, maybe to try to stay out of foul trouble.
8-point advantage for Octorara. They've yet to score here in the quarter. Great defense by Coletti to force the 5-second. Kemble was able to pull down the loose change. Kemble with a wide dribble, lost control of it. Right back in the hands of Brown. Brandon floater, got it. Brad Connor's going to call a timeout. 30-second timeout with 5:34 to go here in the first half. And Octorara with a 10-point advantage here over ELCO. Tonight's game brought to you by H&L Team Sales. H&L Team Sales provides uniforms, team shops, and other clothing equipment to schools and teams throughout the LL, York, and Berks regions. Contact H&L at 717-392-5400 3010 or online at www.hlteamsales.com. Now 10-point lead here for Octorara, and what are you telling your team here if you're Brad Connors and ELCO?
I think he's just telling them to settle down and make the next easy play. Don't try to make the great play every time you get the ball. You just make the easy play time after time. The great play will happen naturally. I think that's what his point, because they've made some turnovers trying to make maybe the spectacular dribble move or extra pass. So
we'll talk a lot about the upcoming schedule, not only for us, but for the rest of the LL. We'll take a wide look at all the sections coming up at halftime tonight in about 5.5 minutes. It is about to get nuts with all these section races. A couple of them.
There's a lot of sections.
4 of the 5 are back up top to James. In the corner, they find Brandon. Brandon off the baseline. Keating had it knocked away by Kemble.
Yeah, good block.
Stepped on the end line that time, but it'll stay with Octorara here with 4:31 to go, as Jason Brown will check in for the first time tonight in place of Alex Lance. You like seeing that too on this end with Kemble. Got denied on the other end, comes back, makes a good defensive play, and Octorara is going to call a timeout here with 4:31 to go in the half. But just to kind of further that point a little bit, Kemble gets blocked down there, comes back the other way, makes the play on this end. Realized he didn't get the chance there on offense, so he gets down the floor, he hustles down the floor, makes the play defensively, and that's how you got to win ball games.
That's what you want. That's what you want to see. He made up for the shot got blocked. He hustled back, never gave up on it. Second, third effort.
Kemble's yet to take a breather here tonight. We talked about the depth of Octorara. It's ELCO slightly deeper bench, but they've not really tapped into it much here tonight. We've seen Fernandez and Martinez, the two that are the first guys off the bench.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a couple guys play a lot of minutes. Okay, now they've gone into a 3-2 zone, and they got a lot of size at the top of that zone. Now he's going to drop back to the middle when the ball goes to the wing and when the ball goes to the corner. So Kemble, he'll drop as the ball goes to the corner. He'll drop and guard the post. Now he comes out. You see how he works it, the 3-2 zone.
Jason Brown.
And now it turns into a 2-3 when the ball gets into the corner.
Now, from a coaching perspective, do you predicate that on the type of post player that you have? Because you have a lankier post player, you can bring him out front and run that.
And he has good footwork too. He's going to be able to cover that. He's in great shape, you can tell. But no, he's going to bother that shooter out there, and yet he's going to give some pressure to the post down low when the ball goes to the corner.
Hamilton's back in for Octorara.
Now, if you set a screen on him and then slide a guy over into the low area, you might get something.
Down to 3:40. Jumper on the way, wide. Rebound, Jason Brown. Reset with Leon Brown. Back to Jason Brown. Three-pointer on the way is no good. Bohannon the rebound.
Okay, now see, ELCO understands that Octorara is not a great three-point shooting team, so they're sitting in the zone right now.
Bohannon wasting no time. Gets down there and gets on the board for the first time tonight. It's now 19-12. Double team on Hamilton. And Fernandez stepped on the end line there, so it's going to stay with Octorara with 3:05 to go in the half.
See how quickly Kemble got there. He got there from mid-post. He got right down there. So what appears to be open early closes up real fast with him in there.
They'll go into the backcourt with Brown this time, reset things with 3 minutes to go here in the half. 7-point advantage for Octorara. They only have 2 points in the quarter, though. Brown right through traffic, and we're going to go the other way on the charge. Late call, but probably the right one there.
Yeah, I think he was set. So the zone has given them a little trouble here in the first 2 or 3 times they've looked.
And welcome back to Octorara High School. Eric Thomas, Warren Goodling with you as we're already underway here in the second half. And Octorara has now a 6-point lead as Brendan Bohannon connects on that one. 27-21. Elko's cut this down to 6. And they stay in that 3-2 zone that we saw late in the first half.
Yeah, they came out man-to-man. Now they're back to the 3-2 zone.
Jumper by Brown is good.
And Leon Brown got a little penetration there and a 15-foot pull-up J.
29-21. 8-point lead for the host Braves. Decked out in the white with the red numerals and dark trim. Elko's in the navy with the yellow and white trim. Kemble, number 33, you see him there. He was a force in the first half. Coletti, nice reverse layup for Bryce Coletti as he connects and will go to the line for the 3-point play. That's Hamilton's 3rd foul. And we talked about that late in the second quarter about him not picking up that 3rd foul, and now he just did.
Yeah, anytime you have dribble penetration there, obviously he's trying to block shots. So, he's blocked a number of shots tonight, but Coletti didn't back away. Just kept going at him, and he got the foul call.
Coletti can't hit the free throw. 88% free throw shooter on the season. Down to 6. Big 3-pointer on the way and good by Lentz.
Well, there was a wide open shot. He had his feet set, and he put it up with a lot of confidence.
Coletti's runner is no good. And Lambert will get down the rebound, down the floor quickly. Keating lost his handle, picked up by Elko. Huey, nice spin move. And then his pocket pick by Brown. Great hustle by Huey. They get the timeout called, does Brad Connors, with 4:46 to go to save the possession. My goodness. Tonight's game brought to you by Haller Enterprise. Having trouble with the plumbing, heating, cooling, or electrical systems in your home? If so, give Haller Enterprises a call. They provide expert design, installation, repair, and maintenance for your plumbing, heating, and cooling, electrical, and water conditioning systems. Call today at 888-625-1500 or visit them online at www.hallerent.com.
Phil Brandon checks in for Octorara.
Eric Thomas and Warren Goodling with you here tonight at Octorara High School. Great matchup so far. This has been an Octorara-controlled score, but it's not felt like they've really separated themselves from this Elko team.
I agree 100%. You just get the feeling, being as close as we are to Elko bench, there's a lot of confidence there. They feel like they're still in the ball game, and they are in the ball game.
Octorara's played really well of late, and that double overtime down at Shippensburg a couple nights ago. Bohannon pinned up on the baseline, gets fouled.
Now Hamilton is on the bench with his 3rd foul.
No surprise they go right in the paint there for that possession.
No, they're going to go inside now. The shot alternate, the guy that alternates the shot is not in the lineup.
Bohannon 73%. He rattles home the first one. Quarterback for the Elko football team. And he's got one more here from the line. Down to 7 again with 4.5 to go in the 3rd.
Okay, now Elko's gone back to man-to-man.
Brown, Brandon, Keating, Lance. Great defense on that baseline by Elko.
Yeah, Elko did a nice job on the help defense. There was nowhere to go.
Coletti has it for Elko.
Elko with their 5 open offense. There's a front cut on the screen away. And a shape up.
On the way by Coletti, and he knocks it down.
That's the beauty of that play. Coletti sets a screen away, and the curl cutter attracts attention, and he shaped up, and he hit the three. Now they're back into a 3-2 zone.
4-point margin, 4-point advantage for Octoreros. Brown, Lambert with 3.5 to go.
Just like we said, we felt ELCO was still in the game even though they were down 9. And they're making a move right now.
Had it stripped
with
by
Hamilton on the bench.
Yep, by Kemble. Huey knifes through the lane, off the window, no. And spinning by Lambert, open jumper on the way is no good. The rebound tipped out of there by Kemble, and Fernandez controls it now off to Bohannon. See that momentum seesawing back and forth. I think it's shifted over to the ELCO side here.
Absolutely, and they're taking it right to the rack.
Bohannon, a chance for the three-point opportunity again, and it's down to a 2-point game. There is no rim protector in there right now for Octorera, and ELCO's making them pay for it late in this quarter.
Well, you see the importance that Hamilton has, and that's why that first foul he got on the perimeter or reach, that was the beginning of his foul trouble. So now he's going to come back in with 2:55 to go.
Najee Hamilton.
In the third quarter.
Yep, Najee Hamilton with 3 fouls. He's only got 4 points here tonight. And you mentioned the first foul. I mean, you pick up a cheap one like that, it really costs you late in the game as Coletti's going to get called for the hold.
Because you'll get a 50-50 call somewhere along the line. But he has 2 minutes to get out of this, 2:43 to get out of the third quarter here.
Lob pass inside. Hamilton catches it. Can't connect. Rebounds pulled down by Bohannon. Stripped there right away, and Lance puts it back up and in.
And right there, Hamilton affected that whole sequence for sure.
3-point margin for ELCO here. Lance has 7 in the quarter, 10 for the night. Bohannon. Coletti, wide open 3. Rebound by Hamilton as he skies for it.
That's a big-time rebound there, wasn't it? Nice
Lance
pass.
all the way down. Brandon off the window. It's good. They're going to call goaltending. That ball was on the way down.
Okay, so we have a 4-0 run.
Coletti and Bohannon, Kemble and Fernandez for ELCO. Kemble finally gets a touch. Fernandez wide open, knocks down another 3.
See, that was Hamilton's man, but Hamilton was in their lane to try to protect against the drive.
ELCO a chance to tie. Fernandez reverses his ground and gets it off to Brandon. Lob pass down to Brown, lobbed up to Hamilton, couldn't connect. Kemble couldn't get the loose ball. Rebound, wrestle for and Coletti. One-on-one with Huey to the bucket. Huey fouled, he'll go to the line and shoot 2. How about the hustle and the toughness of this ELCO team in this third quarter?
Yeah, they definitely turned it up a notch.
Huey, first attempts from the line tonight, just a 50% free throw shooter on the season. Hits the first one. Chance for ELCO to tie here with 1:24 to go in the quarter. Luke Williams is in the game for the first time tonight in place of Kemble. So Kemble's going to get a breather here for the last 80 seconds or so. He hasn't had a rest all night long. He's been on the floor almost the entire way.
He's going to get a minute 24 plus the end of the third quarter. He's going to get that for a rest. And then he'll probably be in for the duration.
We are tied at 36 as ELCO battles all the way back. Evan Huey's first 2 points of the night. Good drive and off the window and scoring. Brian James. He'll have a chance for a 3-point opportunity himself.
Brian James with the hesitation dribble, a burst of speed, and the old school scoop shot, underhand scoop shot.
1:11 to go, and Octorara's grabbed that 2-point lead again, a chance to make it 3. James hits.
That's a big play. Just coming off the bench, contributing to your team right there.
Bohannon, Huey. Bohannon again, pull-up jumper, no. Hamilton the rebound.
Really nice rebound again by Hamilton.
Keating found Brandon, floater, no. Brandon got his own rebound, fadeaway off the window, no. Keating goes up for it hard, comes down hard, jump ball, and possession error is going to favor Octorara here with 41 seconds to go.
You know, we talked about the ELCO hustle, but Octorara's, they're hustling too, believe me.
Kemble's going to come back in now for the final 41 seconds. James down to 33. Keating on the baseline. He's trying to use the window, couldn't hit. And Huey and ELCO can hold here for the final shot. They can tie with a 3. Down 39-36.
Well, this is if they hold for the final shot, they also get the ball to start the 4th quarter. So this is a good move on their part.
Coletti. Huey, 3-pointer on the way, no. Rebound Keating, lost it, Coletti got it back with the right hand off the window. Bryce Coletti at the buzzer, cuts it down to 1, and Octorara will take a 39-38 lead with him to the 4th quarter. What a great 3rd quarter that was. ELCO battles all the way back after being down just about the entire game. Put together a great 3rd quarter. Tonight's game is brought to you by Nationwide. Parents, if you have children who are driving or getting ready to drive, Nationwide's here to help. Call the Stephen Edward Lewis Agency in Millersville to find out how they can help keep your costs low and help teach your children how to drive safer with the Nationwide Smart Ride program. This program includes accident forgiveness, so if your new driver does have an accident, you won't lose your insurance or suffer an expensive rate surcharge. Please contact the Stephen Edward Lewis Agency for additional information, 717-872-2466 or Lewis S47 at nationwide.com. Start of the 4th quarter here at Octorara High School. Eric Thomas, Warren Goodling with you. 39-38, Octorara in front. You mentioned ELCO's going to get the ball to start the 4th quarter here. And really the effort of ELCO's defense in that 3rd quarter, really their effort the last 2 quarters, because remember, they really locked down Octorara in the 2nd too.
Yep.
And they're right back in this game here down by 1.
Oh, definitely. And they did a nice job at the end of the 2nd quarter to hit a 3, and at the end of this quarter to hit that shot. So they've scored 5 points at the end of the quarters, the last 2nd and 3rd quarter, which is huge. Time and score situation, they've done a great job on it.
Excellent point. Bohannon, Coletti, Fernandez, Kemble, and Huey for ELCO. This is Huey, nice bounce pass to Bohannon. Kemble on Hamilton. Altered shot there, gets his own rebound. Foul from behind, and that's going to be foul number 4 on Hamilton. And we're not even 30 seconds into the 4th quarter.
Well, that's the inexperience of a young player. He did swat at that ball. If he goes straight up, he probably avoids that foul, but he came down after he tried to block it, and I think the ref made the right call. So he's going to have to learn that. He's going to learn that he's got to avoid certain fouls to stay in the game.
Kemble ties it at 39, has 1 more. Hamilton will take a seat. We talked about this in our first game this season at Warwick with Cedar Crest. How long do you sit him now?
You can't sit him that long, to be quite honest. I don't, because last time he was out, ELCO promptly went on like a 6-0 run, so you can't really sit him out long.
Kemble misses the second one behind.
You have to have the conversation with him on how to avoid a foul. You're not going to be able to block every shot. Just go straight up and rebound for us.
Bohannon, jumper for the lead, got it. 41-39 ELCO, Brandon Bohannon.
great job scoring, but he's doing a lot of other good stuff too.
Hop step by Brandon, fadeaway no, and the rebound Bohannon. Nice behind the back dribble there by Coletti. They go to trap. Coletti, his pass picked off by Keating. Keating to Brandon, Brandon, no. Rebound, pinballed around, and picked up and thrown up there by Lambert. No good, but he'll shoot two.
Yeah, the last time Octorara came out and they double-teamed the ball handler, rotated up, took away the first pass. Coletti tried to throw it across the court and was picked off.
15 foul on ELCO. That's on Evan Huey. % on the season.
Perfect on that one, had great rotation on the ball. So now Octorara, you can see they're playing a little full court man.
Bounce pass ahead to Huey. Huey's going to pull it back. 1 point lead for ELCO. Kemble drives, Kemble hangs, Kemble fires, and Kemble scores. 43-40 ELCO with 6:25 to go.
Now see if Octorara can keep their composure and stay. Oh, there's one way to do it.
Keating will have an opportunity for the and one.
Looked a little awkward, but kept his bounce, finished the basket, and now he gets to the foul line.
17th foul on ELCO here in the half. 6th, I beg your pardon. They took that one off. 6 fouls. Keating can't hit. Rebound Lance. Jump ball, possession error favors ELCO. I beg your pardon, possession error favors Octorara. Octorara, by the way, we did confirm this at halftime. Octorara will play through the District 3 playoffs this season. And they're right in the mix, the very back end of their classification, so they need all the wins they can get.
Absolutely.
Came in at 4 and 5 tonight. Lance hand check there by Fernandez. That'll be team foul number 7 on ELCO.
1+1 now. So foul shooting is going to become very important down the stretch in any tight game. So the question is, how long is Coach Lambert going to leave Hamilton there on the bench? He's going to try. I think he's going to try to get him to the 4 or 5 minute. (43-43), a chance to break the tie here for Alex Lance, who's had himself a good night as well. Got 11. Kemble took an awkward fall that time. Looked like he might have stepped on somebody's foot, but he's okay. Pass tipped out of bounds that time. It'll stay with ELCO here with under 6 to play. Okay, let's check out their out-of-bounds play, see if they throw a lob. They have 4 flat along the baseline. So they're going to have a diagonal screen, and they're going to screen for the shooter here in the corner. There it is.
Good denial that time, too. Knocked out of bounds. Great denial by Keating. I think they were trying to go for the lob like you called, and then Keating was right there rolling with Kemble to cut him off.
Yeah, they did a good job taking away the first option, and actually the second option wasn't really open either.
Quick inbound to Kemble now. Kemble out of a double team. Got it!
That's just one of his best moves. I'm bigger than you. I'm going to just go up and shoot over you. Nothing fancy about that.
2-point lead for ELCO. 5:39 to play. Who's got the knockout blow here in the 4th quarter? Brown. Lambert, step back 3 is no good. A rebound, Coletti. Coletti to Kemble, back to Coletti now. They'll reset things here as we approach 5 minutes to go in the contest. Dangerously close to half court that time. Huey. Kemble jammed up there. Hand it off to Huey again.
Okay, here comes the double team.
Coletti, fade away, no. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Keating. It'll stay with ELCO with 4:40 to play. No sign of Hamilton yet with 4:40 to go.
I think he's waiting for the 4-minute mark if he can get there.
Fernandez to inbound. Into Bohannon. Bohannon, strong move, but gets swatted down by Lance. Lambert picks it up for Octorara as we hit 4:30 to play. Keating.
Big possession now for Octorara, just to see if they can tie the game up.
Keating keeps it alive, finds James in the corner, three-pointer, no, rebound, ELCO. Here comes Bohannon. Bohannon with numbers to Huey, knocked out of bounds by James. Check that, Leon Brown. Great recovery by Octorara defensively that time.
Both teams are really laying it all out, hustling. It's just a great high school game. I mean, they're both playing hard.
Yeah, it is a fantastic game here in this Section 4 matchup. ELCO and Octorara. We've got a 2-point game here with 4:05 to play. ELCO 6-3 overall. They lead the section. Octorara at 4-5 overall. And they're 1-3 in the section, so they need a win in section play badly. ELCO's just trying to stay ahead of the pack right now. Huey, Coletti. Nice pass inside for Fernandez. Tipped out of bounds by Keating with 3:41 to go.
Yeah, right idea by Coletti. Did a nice job of penetrating and was real close to making that play.
Bohannon. Coletti, open three, no. Rebound, Fernandez. Boy, they just hustle so well, does ELCO. Both teams really, but ELCO really has turned it on here these last 3 quarters.
Yeah, ELCO's had the knack of getting some loose balls down here, especially on their end.
Fernandez keeps it alive. Stripped from behind by James. Great save by Lambert.
Great play.
James on the run. Out to Keating. Stop and recollect with Brown. Brown on the take. Has a trickle off the front of the rim. Out of bounds to ELCO with 2:55 to go. 2:55, and here's Hamilton back in the game. So Octorara gets away with it a little bit longer than you thought.
Yeah.
Only 2 points now. Advantage though.
Well, if they can get a stop here.
Timeout call by Brad Connors and ELCO with 2:44 to play.
Yeah.
ELCO in front by 2. And this matchup here from Octorara High School in Akron, Pennsylvania. Tonight's game brought to you by H&L Team Sales. H&L Team Sales provides uniforms, team shops, and other clothing equipment to schools and teams throughout the LL, York, and Berks regions. Contact H&L at 717-392-3010 or online at www.hlteamsales.com. Well, 2:44 to play. And coming up after the game, we'll have our player of the game. We'll have an interview with whoever that may be. That's up for grabs right now. But what do you do here in the next 2:44? ELCO's been unable to extend the lead. Octorara gets the break by having Hamilton sit that long. He comes back in. It's only a 2-point. They're only trailing by 2, so it works out. The numbers end up working out for Octorara. But what do you see here the last 2:44?
Well, I think ELCO's going to just play their game, spread the floor. They have good spacing, and they're going to look for Octorara to trap, and they're going to try to take advantage of that and get a layup is what they're going to try to do. Easier said than done, but coach called a timeout that time because there was a trap coming and he wanted to try to keep him out of that. So I think you're going to see Octorara double team the ball, and if they don't have the good rotation, second and third rotation, ELCO try to find a layup.
Huey, Fernandez, Coletti, Kemble, and Bohannon for ELCO. Octorara with James, Lance, Hamilton, Lambert, and Leon Brown.
See, they have the floor spread right now. They're very patient. I mean, they're looking to score. There it is right there, little pull-up J.
Bohannon knocks it down. Free run the other way with Brown. He is fouled. 47-43. Foul's going to be on Kemble. Team foul number 8, so 1-on-1 here for Octorara. Leon Brown will do the honors.
Give him 2 shots.
The front end.
I see, definitely going to see some full court pressure this time. ELCO did a great job just running their offense last time.
Second one is good as well for Brown. Got 4 tonight. It's a 2-point lead for ELCO with 2:10 to go. Loose ball, Brown. Able to get right in the face of Coletti that time. ELCO's going to slow it down here.
Yeah, they're just keeping the floor spread. Here's your double team.
Careless
turnover.
Yep, tough pass that time by Coletti. Throws it away. It's Octorara ball with 1:56 to play.
Well, he got hung up in the air a little bit. They rotated, left the guy open, but he was off bounds when he made that throw.
.145 to play. Lance lobs it inside for Hamilton. Foul, the basket counts. And Hamilton a chance for a 3-point opportunity and to give it Octorara the lead right back.
Well, that was the old pick and roll, isolated on the side, and they did a good job of finding Hamilton inside. Great pass.
Give the Braves the lead. Timeout's going to be called by Lambert and Octorara with 1:37 to go. And they now have a 1-point lead once again in this matchup here tonight at Octorara High School. Great basketball game here tonight between these two schools. ELCO, as we mentioned, leading the section, so important game for them. Haller Enterprise sponsors tonight's game. Having trouble with plumbing, heating, cooling, or electrical systems in your home? If so, give Haller Enterprises a call. They provide expert design, installation, repair, and maintenance for your plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical, and water conditioning systems. Call today at 888-625-1500 or visit them online at www.hallerent, that's HALLERENT.com. .137 to go here from Octorara High School. And the Braves have a 1-point lead on visiting ELCO. And Hamilton's going to get a breather here with 1:37 to play. Little offense for defense substitution maybe. Not sure how long.
Interesting substitution there.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long you can go now. I mean, what do you do here if you're?
Well, I think if ELCO scores, he's going to call a timeout to get him back in the game.
Huey.
Now Octorara has a 1-point lead. They do not have to go out here and foul. They're playing aggressively.
Excellent point. Bohannon.
They don't have to double team. They don't have to leave their man to steal the ball. They have a 1-point lead. So they have to have patience on defense, Octorara. They have to stay disciplined so they don't get out of position.
Bohannon. Huey and now Coletti. 1 minute to go. 1 point lead for Octorara. Well, Coletti thought he had knocked it off the foot of the Octorara player on the far side. Ref saw it was right there, said no. It's going to be Octorara ball with 56 seconds to play.
Now we're going to see what Octorara does against the press, because this is ELCO's first pressure.
And they break it with James.
He's just going to take it to the rack.
All the way, can't connect. Bohannon the rebound. Bohannon off to Fernandez, back to Bohannon. Coletti had the wide open look. He'll take it all the way off the window. No! And the rebound to Lance, and a foul by Kemble with 38 seconds to go.
There's a lot of time left, so don't think the game's won or lost yet. But Coletti just made a great move, couldn't finish. We had two great moves to the basket, and it looked like both of them were going to go in. They just didn't get over the front of the rim.
Coletti wisely passing up the three for the higher percentage shot, and had a great look at it and just could not hit it.
He made that just earlier. He's great move. He'll make it next time. Now here's even a bigger one.
Jackson for the Braves.
Keating for Hamilton.
Keating's a smart defensive player, uses body position. The question will be, can he go up and get one high rebound? Here's a ball pick. How they going to play that?
Bohannon three-pointer, no. Rebound to James with 23 seconds left. ELCO's got a foul, and they do. Still a three-point game, so these are big free throws.
Got to make at least one to give him a little bit of a cushion.
Still plenty of time to go here, too.
Absolutely. You can score a layup and call a timeout. I tell you, he's done a nice job off the bench for them. He's not afraid to attack the basket, gives them some speed on defense. Now they have to, don't foul here. If you're Octorara, you don't have to gamble either.
52-47, Fernandez.
Guard the three.
Huey, got it!
Get in.
Evan Huey, 52-50. 10 seconds to go. And we'll see who they try to get the ball in the hands of. That's going to be the important part of the inbound. Who handles it, because you got to expect them to get fouled right away.
Absolutely. You got to get a good foul shooter with the ball. Now see that last defensive position. I thought Octorara got a little anxious. They scrambled a little bit. They didn't need to scramble. They needed to just, but that's inexperience for some of the young kids. And they left a guy open to make a three. And you'd rather give up a layup in that situation than give up at three with 15 seconds or less.
See what Brad Connors dials up here. What a win this would be if Octorara can hang on here. They're 4-5, we mentioned overall. And they need some wins here in section play.
Well, here's the most important thing. You have to have a real cool, calm customer taking the ball out of bounds. And he has to know exactly what the situation is, who's he's looking for. And now the execution part here to get the ball in is going to be huge.
Hamilton and Lance are out there. They're both 3 for 3 tonight from the line. James is also 3 for 3 from the line. So the three best free throw shooters for Octorara tonight are out on the floor right now. A lot of options they can go to here on the inbound. They'll screen and get it in the hand of Lance. He's fouled right away. Second ticked off the clock. So ELCO quickly with the foul, but Lance, as we just mentioned, 3 for 3 tonight.
Yeah, well, he's hoping at least, if he makes two, they're feeling good. He makes one, you got to still guard that three-point line. If he doesn't make any, it's going to be interesting down here. I think you're going to see a ball screen and people going to the basket and people going for the offensive rebound.
First one for Lance is good.
Great looking shot though, isn't it? That's a great looking shot.
Get Hamilton out of there for Keating. Lance will have one more to make it a 4-point lead with 9 seconds to go. For Alex Lance.
Now just stay in front, Octorary. That's all they have to do. They have to gamble.
Bohannon fires. Bohannon, no. Clock will tick down to zeros. And Octorara, a 54-50 winner over ELCO.
The Braves and Raiders, thank you for attending. Please.
Great game. Yep. Just get that stretched out for you. They're going to shoot it right here, so you're going to look right up at the camera there. All right. Eric Thomas back here with Alex Lentz. Great game here tonight. 54-50, you guys were able to beat ELCO. Talk about the free throws down the stretch. 5 for 5 in the fourth quarter. What's going through your mind as you're stepping in the line there?
We just got to be strong. I know that they were going to be playing hard. We got to be strong when we go to the bucket, and I knew they were just fouling, so I knew it was time to make some free throws.
You guys had control of this game early. ELCO was able to clamp down a little bit on defense. They get a couple of big shots in the second and third quarter. You guys are kind of trading punches there. How big of a win was this for you guys tonight, considering that you're now back at 500? You also get your second section win.
It was really big for us. I know that after our tournament in Shippensburg, we had an overtime loss, so we were really hoping to come out and get a big win tonight.
Do you guys feel like you're battle-tested right now? I mean, you've been through so much in the last 2 weeks, but, I mean, this win here tonight, you know, now you start kind of coming back around with section play and seeing some of the teams for the second time, but do you guys feel like you're battle-tested right now?
Yeah, we're excited for the rest of the season.
Great win tonight.
Thank you.
Congratulations on those free throws at the end of the game. Alex Lentz, our player of the game. 5 for 5 on free throws to close things out here tonight. They get a big win over ELCO tonight, 54-50 to get back to 500. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Nice win. That's Alex Lentz, our player of the game here from Octorara High School. As we'll wrap things up here tonight. Big win for the Braves, 54-50. They go back to 500. And section play will continue as the weeks go on here. ELCO falls to 6-4 overall. They're back in action when they host Donegal coming up on Tuesday night. For my partner Warren Goodling, for everybody working here, Bruce Badgley, Dell Jackson, all the guys in our production staff, we'll talk to you next Friday night at E-Town. It's Lebanon and E-Town. We'll have that game for you coming up at around 7:15 next Friday night from E-Town. Take care. Have a great weekend.